Now, a study's found the UK has one of the worst records of pollution deaths in Europe. Commission on Pollution and Health found that 50,000 people died because of toxic air and man-made chemicals in 2015. That means almost 10% of all deaths in the UK in that year were due to pollution. Joining me now on the sofa to talk about these concerning figures is Stuart Jeffrey from the Maidstone Green Party. So, Stuart, thanks very much for joining us. First of all, you've done your own kind of research in Maidstone before. Are you surprised about these figures?
Not surprised, obviously very shocked, but not surprised. A few years ago, a study came out from Public Health England which talked about a figure of 40,000 people in the UK. The government didn't take that seriously, and as you said, we did our own study of the levels of pollution within Maidstone and found even in Maidstone, which is obviously outside of where the real pollution is in London, we thought it wouldn't be so bad, but it was as bad as London when you get right into the centre of the town.
And what do you think can be done to try and combat this over, we hear about it year after year, but nothing seems to happen. What do you want to see happen?
Well, the government has to take some serious steps. We're talking about 50,000 people dying needlessly each year. I mean, that's the equivalent of, for example, 2 LA shootings every single day in this country in terms of the numbers of people. It is a phenomenal problem, almost 10% as you pointed out. The government isn't taking action, and we're really worried about that. There's a court case going on where the government's been told it has to have a credible plan. We have to see diesel cars come off the road and diesel lorries and diesel buses. That we need to take the diesel out of our atmosphere because that's the biggest contributor. But that can't be done without decent scrappage schemes because people have sunk serious amounts of money. The government told people to buy diesel cars a few years back, and now we're discovering how bad they are. So people have to have some compensation and be helped to change the way the type of car they're driving. But ultimately, in the first instance, we have to start monitoring the amount of air pollution that we have, and we have to do that at a very live basis so that we can, manage the roads. 25 years ago, I recall being in Munich and hearing that the roads were being managed by live air pollution monitoring. They were closing down the system if it got too bad. We know a few years ago Paris has said it's going to stop traffic when pollution levels hit a certain level. We need to be doing that in this country. We need to be taking some firm action that says it's no good letting people suffer as a direct result of traffic.
Stuart, thanks very much indeed.